I'm with you for the next 40 minutes or so, sharing some astrological nuggets with you and also sharing spiritual messages. So I am delighted if you can join me tonight and also share this in midstream. So I'd like to get together, on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. here Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll be doing an encore of Cosmic Connections on the CIA page. And I hope you can join me for both if you are just sitting around and trying to breathe and exhale the amazing energy out there. I like to post little things on my Facebook page in preparation for Facebook Live. And I have to tell you, I am a 5-degree Scorpio sun. And so this wonderful configuration of Mercury conjunct Mars is right on top of me. And a lot of people in my family and in my very close circle of friends have this 5-degree of Scorpio very active in their charts. And to a person, people have been saying they've been fired up and they've been, just kind of an intense couple of days. So, it's not an impossibly rare configuration of having Mars and Mercury together, but it is noticeable because who can ignore a feisty, fearless, active Mars energy, right? So a big hello, dear Cindy and Jill and Linda and Nancy and Rebecca and Lois and Donna and Christina, my dear sister. Thank you for sharing, Lois. I really, really appreciate that because sharing is caring. Don't forget. Hi, Nancy. Nice to see you. And so again, I've seen a lot of familiar faces and I'm feeling your familiar energy. Hello, Anne Marie. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, Donna. Thank you for sharing, Donna. And Renee. Hi there, Renee. You had a beautiful picture with your hubby. I did like it. Yeah, hi, Sherry. Hello, hello. 27 Scorpio. You have to remember, Sherry, the big day is next week on the 19th when we have the first. This is going to be a lunar eclipse. The first of the eclipses is we turn over into Scorpio and Taurus. So circle that date for yourself, okay? Barb and Joanne and Terry and Retta and Julia and Sherlyn and Lynn, thank you for being here. Good evening, good evening. Any case, lot to talk to you about. Here we are, the first quarter square. We're going to talk about a little bit more about Mars conjunct Mercury. But the first quarter square, friends, you look outside. If it's a clear night, wherever you may be, it's a beautiful half moon, right? And that represents the week of getting focused, of getting your work together, of taking that dream, that ambition, that idea that you want to manifest in your world from last week at the new moon. That was the new moon on the 4th of November. And you may have been having some downloads even on the 5th and the 6th. And you're wanting to work hard to bring that to a reality. That's the function of the first quarter square, to rev yourself up. And I know I've been really kind of hyper. Maybe it's a reaction to the time change. If you're zooming in here from the northern climates, it's so strange to have it so dark. And I think it's unnaturally dark at 5. I don't know. Yeah, I'm always in awe of the change of seasons, aren't you? I mean, there's just this awesome shift in a matter of moments. And that's how life can be, right? And that's why I love astrology so much, because in a moment, things can change. Let's go back to last week's discussion. Last week on Wednesday, when I was talking to you about the new moon, and you might recall, I was talking about the unpredictability, the unusual nature of the new moon directly opposite Uranus. And remember what Uranus is? Uranus is the madcap professor. Uranus is lightning striking. Uranus is the unpredictable energy. It's lightning bolts. You can't really predict so much with Uranus. And as many of my teachers have said over the many years, eclipses are like that too. There's this unsteady feeling of anything can happen and it may happen. It's like an anxiety. And anxiety is very, very different as an experience than, say, worry. So we have like some anxiety in the room from that new moon. And I know many of you, like myself, have been very touched, baffled, bewildered at this tragedy at the Astral World Festival in Houston. When I first heard about young people perishing, I don't know about you, but I never in my wildest dreams thought it was a stampede, right? It was just this horrific event when people were going to enjoy themselves. And to me, that one particular news story represents the unsteady, uncertain nature of the Uranus opposite the new moon in Scorpio, which of course means death, among other things. I mean, Scorpio means death and rebirth. I surely hope the criminal investigation that's taking place will yield us some important information how this can be avoided again, because I just can't imagine the grief of the families of those young people. It's horrific. Horrific. But that represents in so many ways new moon in Scorpio opposite Uranus in Taurus. Exactly. All right, so back to this week. We have Mars and Mercury together in the sky. It's going to come together again at 8 degrees tomorrow on 11/11. And so check out your chart where you find the early degrees of fixed planets, right? So you have Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius energy. So where you find these early degrees, you're going to be fired up. Now, I like the concept of free will astrology. And by that, I mean, this is just weather. We can do what we will with the energy. We can, and this is what's so beautiful about astrology, if we understand what's happening, then we can make conscious choices. And in fact, the Cosmic Intelligence Agency is also consciousness and intelligence in astrology. So please don't ever have a pity party just because there's bad aspects out there. That's one of my bugaboos about astrology, right? So we don't have to be victimized by the aspects. We can use them, be aware of them. We can reframe Mars conjunct Mercury, wherever it falls in your chart, to rev up the engines and do something great, to assert yourself in a new way, tie in your emotions with a sense of moving forward in life. Now, keep in mind, this Mars and this Mercury together in the sky are making a lovely little square. They made a square exactly to Saturn. So Saturn is the grumpy old man. And has anyone ever told you to repress your feelings, your emotions? Was there ever a grumpy old man figure in your life? Maybe it was your mother. I mean, she can play the archetype of the male, right? No, don't express yourself. You can't do that. You can't feel that. So it's that type of yin yang energy this week. And I think it begins to peter out by the weekend. But we have that square going on, Saturn repressing our deep emotions. I know, again, I'm kind of a test case of this because I'm a 5-degree Scorpio. Something as simple as, oh, you can't really see it, but I just kind of bumped my hand. I got a little blood on it. See it? A little bruising. I take my fish oils. So I just bump that and you get a nice little bruise. So that's the question for the week. Has anyone had this like unexpected burst of energy, for good or for bad? And also mental energy of trying to plow through something no matter what, having this fixed, put the blinders on and go for it. All right. Hello, Deanna. Hello. Thank you for sharing, Deanna. Hi, Chastity. Yeah, okay. So those are all very early degrees. Your emotions are all over the place. Yeah, Nancy, you're not alone. I mean, people are, again, this is fixed emotion. So Scorpio is the energy of tears and emotions. We may have had an emotional reaction to what was going on in Houston, whatever that may mean to you. It's just an emotional type of week. I know one friend of mine said, I woke up last night in the middle of the night and I couldn't get back to sleep. And I felt this lingering sense of dread and anticipation. I don't know what was happening. I took a quick look at her chart and sure enough, she's got 5 degrees of Scorpio prominent in her chart. Your hubby is wild. Well, it could be a good thing or a bad thing, Retta, right? Hi, Sherry. Thanks for being here. Saying hello to Michelle, my dear cousin. Glad to see you, my dear. I hope everyone's doing better, and I hope you're doing well because you're an early degree Scorpio too. I know there's been a lot on your plate, Shelley. Hi, Melissa. The last of the leaves. Oh, I like that, Jill. Donna's having a terrible time. You love the seasons. I do too, Joan. Hi, Susan from Tampa. XY to you, honey. Thank you for sharing, Lynn. Many disruptions. Yes, financial surprises, travel plans disruptions. Exactly, Nancy. You know, we astrologers will say, oh, is it Mercury retrograde? It doesn't have to be a Mercury retrograde. We just have Mars next to Mercury because Mercury rules what? Communications. I had some communication snafus this past week as well. It rules cars. It rules computers. And yes, last week around the new moon, I was having a lot of vehicle problems. I thought it was broken, right? But fortunately, the mechanic said, there's nothing wrong here. Move along. I must have left a light on. That's why the engine wasn't kicking over. You know, I am not a motorhead, but I'm really trying to become one. I'm reading these manuals. I'm really trying to work hard to figure out how things work. This is new to me, right? I'm progressed as a Capricorn. So that's why I've been blessed with a Capricorn moon daughter. She knows how to make things work. In any case, dear friends, the energy is going to be intense for a little while longer. Let me talk about the first quarter square for you and pull up some themes for you. So remember, the first quarter square takes place tomorrow at 7:46 in the morning. That's Eastern Standard Time. Love saying Standard Time, 11:11. So after that, after we pass the Mars conjunct or next to Mercury, then we go into the square. And then it's time to get busy in producing. And again, to be honest, a lot of people have reported tears to me for no particular reason and feeling repressed with their emotions, like they can't really express themselves. But that should begin to wane a little bit once we get into the first quarter square. So the moon will be at 19 degrees of Aquarius. Oh my goodness, I forgot to do this. So let me give you the Sabian symbol of the 19 degrees of Aquarius. Just bear with me for a minute. With my trusty ancient book. 19. Oh yeah, I love this one. Yeah, we feel a little better tomorrow, friends, after 7:46 in the morning. How about this for you? A large white dove bearing a message. Be open to messages, my dear friends. When I say the image of a large white dove giving you a message, what comes to mind? So find where 19 degrees of Aquarius falls in your chart and be open to spiritual messages. Be open. The symbol of the white dove is often the Holy Spirit, right? That's one interpretation. So that's going on tomorrow. It lasts theoretically just for 3 days, but for our purposes, it's going to last until the big colossal woohoo lunar eclipse next week on the 19th. Really circle that date. I'll be talking more about that, of course, next week. And I will be having a class on that. I was going to have a class tomorrow night. I'm not going to have a class tomorrow night because I have to play catch up, right? I have to do a lot of catching up in my life. So if you're interested in having a class with me, Zooming away, please do that on next Thursday. Next Thursday, I believe that's the 18th. You can go on my website and sign up. It's going to be fun. We're going to talk all about the lunar eclipse. There's a lot to say, friends, a lot to say, because this lunar eclipse that happens next week opens a new 18-year chapter for each and every one of us. Back to this week's energy. The moon is straddled between Saturn and Jupiter. You know the expression, the best of times and the worst of times? To me, that's kind of the tenor of that particular configuration. The best of times and the worst of times. Well, if you want really great times, you often have to use Saturn to make it happen. Saturn is not a bad planet. I had a discussion last night at a meeting I went to, and she's a very good astrologer and a lovely, lovely woman. She said, Saturn's beating me up. I says, honey, Saturn can be your friend because it manifests. Saturn is the planet of getting the job done. It's discipline, hard work, focus. So we're focused on the big picture. And that's one of the themes of our emotions as we go through the next week. Best of times and the worst of times. And then another interesting little nugget for you. The moon will be squaring Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is I always call her the Glenn Close of Fatal Attraction, feminine archetype. But she's much more than that. She's also the Amazon woman. She's in some circumstances, she could be Joan of Arc. She's the advocate. She's fearless and she's feisty. But in your own personal feelings, you might be saying to yourself, am I going to be fearless and feisty with these people, or am I going to be nice and nurturing like Mother Teresa? So there's this polarity with how our emotions are interacting with others. Do we coddle our loved ones, or do we play super, what's the word? Okay, you know what I'm saying. Be tough love. Are we going to be tough love with our loved ones? And I don't mean your child necessarily. It could be your neighbor, or are we going to be a little bit more nurturing and bring over cookies? So that type of energy is with us. And then, of course, we have the conjunction. It's conjuncting again tomorrow. Mars, anger, and Mercury, communications, together, squaring Saturn exactly, repressed anger. And the symbol for that, my friends, is a dentist at work. Channel that anger if you are experiencing that anger, and be like a dentist at work. Drill in and focus to what you want to achieve. That was a very good framing of our energy for next week. Black Moon Lilith is also opposite the sun, and that's the division between alternatives and traditional ways of balancing your life. The traditional ways and the alternatives. Now, we can apply that, say, to health, and back again. I'm so excited that Merck and Pfizer have come out with treatment medications, right? But you know what? Do a little research. Someone's done a little research for me. The same ingredient, I believe it's in the Merck tablet, for treating the V, has the same renamed ingredient of that nasty, vilified, demonized ivermectin. So you have to be very careful, because remember, friends, I'm not being paranoid. There are bots listening to all of us all the time. That's true for robots, because I'm in the 21st century. I don't say robots anymore, but it's true. I have to be careful. We all have to be careful with what we say, but they can't stop us from thinking what we want to think. So it's the same type of ingredients. Isn't that interesting? I'm not a chemist, but I can read. Okay, so we have Black Moon Lilith opposite the sun, the division between alternatives and traditional ways of maybe treating anything, treating our health, treating our business, or Black Moon Lilith can help us illuminate the manipulation and lies in our own lives or in the bigger picture. So be aware that this is a great first quarter square. It's helping to give us clarity. It's helping us to set the foundations down in a new way. Okay, so I hope that helps. This is nature's champagne, water. Although I may have, no, I won't. I can't drink anymore. I think it comes with, I'm not being all sanctimonious, but I have a half a glass of wine, I feel it the next day. Let's take a look at the nuggets for you. I'm going to say hello. Hi, Christine. Yes, absolutely, Jilly. Yes. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Amberly, Leslie, Christy. Hello. Bless you, Darlene, too. Veronica and Rhonda, hello. Hi, Rose. Yes, white dove could symbolize peace. Absolutely. And I hope you got my email, Rose, because happy birthday to you. Lisa's a Pisces. Okay. Yes. Oh, all right. I will help you right now, my dear Lisa. You guys are mutable sisters, soul sisters. And the Pisces and the Gemini, using a simple configuration, is that your relationship with your daughter kind of mimics or reflects the greater picture that we've been going through in 2020 and 2021 with the way the planets have been squaring each other. A square is not a bad thing, but I'm sorry. There's nothing can hurt our heart more than when we have a loved one projecting their stuff on us, right? But keep in mind, Lisa, with this energy that's happening, the ruler of Gemini, of course, is Mercury, and Neptune has been in Pisces. I think you have an opportunity starting tomorrow to set a new framework and use a lot of, I want to understand what you are saying, so please reflect and repeat it back to me. That's a good old social work technique, Lisa. Reflect, and hopefully that will work. All right. Oh, Susan has 18 degrees of Aquarius. Oh, what planet is that, sweetie? Because this new moon is right there, or the quarter moon is right there on it. Okay, so we have our format for you. Let's go through each and every one of the signs. Reader's Digest form of astrology. But please know where your sun sign is, and you can blend it with your rising sign, right? If you're not sure, you can go on my website. It's CassandraJoanButler.com, and in the front piece of the site, click and you'll get your chart. A little free service there. If you're Aries or Aries rising, you're going to work to build a new foundation with your friends, your groups, and your associations. You're really going to work hard to be understood by your tribe, and you're going to identify your tribe in a new way, Aries. For Taurus or Taurus rising, this quarter cycle, this next week, is helping you clarify what you want to do and how you want to do your career and how you want to have leadership. Maybe you'll be going through some sort of evaluation at your job. Perhaps you'll be doing some sort of promotional work with your avocation. Whatever it is, Taurus, be aware that you're being pushed to reconfigure your career. For our Gemini or Gemini rising, this one's for you, Lisa. Please understand communication is being activated, a new way of communicating, a new foundation of being able to completely communicate with your daughter and all the other Geminis out there, right? Gemini or Gemini rising, please be aware this is a great time to watch your words and stop before you speak. Stop, look, and listen before you talk. For Cancer or Cancer rising, this particular week is about you empowering yourself through spiritual means, through meditation means, through emotional means. Stand in your personal power, Cancer, and be who you want to be by letting go of the aspects of yourself that no longer fit you. For the Leos or Leo rising, of course, it's about your relationships. Who are your BFFs? Who are your significant others, Leo? You're going to build a new foundation. Maybe you'll reach out to people you haven't talked to for a while. Maybe you'll say the I'm sorry to people that you want to rebalance and reconfigure. Whatever that means for you, Leo, the focus is on your partner. For our Virgos or Virgo rising, this configuration is asking you to please take care of yourself. Do your due diligence, exercise, eat better, all those wonderfully boring things that create the catalyst for greater health for our Virgo friends. For Libra and Libra rising, this is about fun. You know, sometimes fun in the chart is only 1/12 of the chart, right? I would say for many of us, it's, 100%, but for the Libras this week, make time for fun, make time for joy and for creativity and connecting with your inner child. For Scorpio or Scorpio rising, this particular energy this week is asking you to be mindful of the way you're managing your home, your domestic life, how you're being with your friends. That's okay, but really pay attention to your family. They need you this week, Scorpio. For Sagittarius or Sagittarius rising, your workspace, your everyday space, the way you're monitoring, the way you're doing your work, your time management is of utmost importance this week. and you'll be able to reconfigure that. For Capricorn or Capricorn rising, it's all about the money, your income, the way you're managing it. Perhaps you want to do a new income stream. Do it. You can do it. Capricorn, you're very, very, very clever. For Aquarius, all eyes are on you. The energy this week is saying step into your greatness, step into your charisma, step into your confidence, and be more of a leader. Last but not least, our Pisces friends. They might be a little tired. They might be a little reflective, and they might want to retreat from the maddening world. So it's okay, Pisces, take those naps. So that's just for this week. And the big countdown, friends, the big news is next week's lunar eclipse taking place at 27 degrees, 27 degrees of Taurus. So please, if you know your astrology, begin to figure out where is that Taurus in your chart, the later degrees. All right. Now, we are going to do some spiritual work. And that's, I put on a different hat. Get rid of my books, get rid of my left brain, and connect with my right brain. And if you're new to this, I do this totally randomly. Oh, one more thing. You beautiful people who've been so generous with sharing, because sharing is caring. Every time you share, your name goes into a basket. And so I'm going to select someone who's been sharing this Cosmic Connections webinar. That's not whatever it is, webcast. StreamYard calls it a broadcast. I don't know what this is. But whatever it is, when you share, your name goes in the basket, and then I pick a name, and you win a prize. Okay. This week's winner is Kathy Darnell. Kathy, I don't know if you're in the room, but I want to say hi to you if you are. Hi, Mary. Hi, Ann Butler, darling cousin. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Marianne, wonderful friend. Deanna, Susan. Hello, friends. Hi, Scorpio and Pluto. Maria, hello there. Jody, hello. Rose and Kathy there. Kathy, I kind of mentioned you without a name. Never mind. Veronica, Leslie, Marcy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now I can see you, Marcy. Yeah, sometimes you guys, if you see me on YouTube, I can't see your comments, but I really appreciate every one of you to be here. That makes sense to you, Jill. I'm glad. Let's do some spiritual work. I say a prayer. I'll send Kathy her transit report or whatever other report she doesn't have. Yeah, I do a transit report for subscribers, friends. It's called the Lunar Lights Club. All that information is on my website. Please check it out. You get videos, and it's fun. But that was my little commercial. Okay, let's do the spiritual work. Dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words to be filled with love and light and truth, inspiration and healing for our highest and best as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Melissa Peterson, good evening. Are you still with us? I should ask you if you want to get a reading. I forgot to ask you that. If you want a reading, you have to stay in the room and say, I want a reading. So Melissa, let me come to you if you're with us still. Melissa Peterson. Melissa Peterson. Melissa Peterson. Okay. Hi, Kat. Lovely Libra. Hi, Maya. Melissa. Hi, Anne. Thank you for being here. Okay. Hi, Dana. Donna. Got people from all over. Hi, Linda. Okay. Hi, Jennifer. Okay, Melissa's here. Yes. All right. Melissa, you're here. As I'm tuning into your energy, this is really interesting. The first word Spirit is giving me is the word cups. And that's a funny word, right? It can mean so many different things. We're in the cups. We're cleaning our cups. We are, I want to take it this way. I'm seeing teacups. I'm seeing china cups. I'm seeing dishes that were handed down to you from someone in spirit. I believe this is a grandmother. It's not a full set. I'm seeing little teacups. And some of them have some chips in them, and some of them are very old. And it's almost like this grandmother who you have this china, or it could be just a cup, is saluting you and drinking to you. All right, she's drinking to you, Melissa. I wonder if that makes sense. Please give me some feedback if you would. So this the idea of also going through the cups, going through your utensils. It might not be a very earth-shattering message, but I'm seeing you going through your stuff and regulating that to other people and sharing it and so forth. So what I want to say to you, Melissa, that the cup is a holder of any sort of beverage, but you're drinking the sweetness in many ways of a new, you're formalizing what you're doing in your life. This particular week's energy is going to help you reconfigure your avocation, not just your job, but what you want to do. You're getting more focused and more disciplined with, I'm drinking my tea, I'm drinking my water. It's almost as if I'm on a health jaunt. I want to make myself healthier. And I'm using, and someone is saluting you in spirit with these beautiful china cups. Does that make, are you a barista? Are you a barista, Melissa? Oh, you work at a coffee shop. Spirit doesn't lie. Isn't that funny? I'm seeing cups all around you. She works at I love it. You don't have to tell us where, Melissa, but if it's near my house, you don't even know where I live, though. I live in two places. Well, or wherever you are, my dear Melissa, someone is drinking a toast to you. And remember I said about your avocation and your job? So the job, you're working with cups, but I'm seeing another avocation, something else that's creative and spiritual at the same time. And this grandmother is kind of drinking to you, maybe the symbolism. And you're doing well at this job, by the way. All right. You love the interaction with people, but there's another service that you're going to be working on. Okay. You're in Kansas. I'm glad you're here tonight. Cheers to you, Melissa. I'll leave that with God's blessing. One more person here. That's funny. She's in the cups. Okay. All right. Maria Corey Pecora. That's a very musical name. Maria Corey Pecora. Maria Corey Pecora. I think you're still here. Yes? You're very welcome, Melissa. Maria Corey Pecora. Oh, wait. You're ready. All right, dear God, please allow me to serve Maria. Please allow my words be filled with love and light, truth, inspiration, and healing of our highest and best. Amen. Okay, Maria, the first thing that's coming into my awareness with you is that there may have been a loved one in the past 18 months. I don't think they passed, but I do believe they went through a hard time with the you know what, okay? And that you were the B. And you were very instrumental in making sure that they could be a friend too. Well, that's like, no, I want to get more specific. This is an older person. It feels like it's a relative, and that you were very instrumental in keeping them stable. And I don't think it was you coming down with the V. But I want to say something to you, Maria, that your heart is always open to other people, and you are this amazing caregiver within your family, and I believe also within your career. I have no idea what you do, but I'm seeing you handing things out to people almost like a nurse might, but you're always on the front lines of helping others. Spirit is asking you to please take some time out to the best of your ability. And what you like to do, I'm hearing, is that you go into your vehicle and you drive and you listen to music. You get away from the maddening schedule. And this is a good thing, but they're also asking you to walk outside in nature, whatever that might mean to you, wherever you are on the planet. Find a little snippet of nature. And it might be away from the home, because this helps to ground you. The other thing I'm getting the name, it starts with an S. I'm not sure if it's Sam or Stan. Someone from Spirit who wants to be recognized. It's a male. Stanley, and giving you a lot of support and a lot of recognition for everything you do for other people. Okay. And the other thing I want to say to you, Maria, is turn down the worry meter. All right. Because it's all going to be okay within the family. There's some dispute about philosophical differences, and let's turn it down and focus on the heart and focus on the fact that we love each other. We might have differences of opinions about what's going on in the world, but we still we will be able to gather even in a small gathering for the big holiday that's coming up at the end of this month, which is Thanksgiving. Okay. Well, okay, your cousin passed, and you had the V. Okay, because I was definitely getting the V with you, sweetheart. And that I believe that is the cousin coming in. I think you helped in so many ways because this cousin of yours is recognizing that your prayers helped and continues to help. So that's why I was picking that up with you. All right, sweetie. Many blessings to you. And thank you for being here. And thank you all for being here tonight. I really love seeing I feel your energies when I see your names, and I so appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. There is someone here from Sweden. What time is it there? What time is it in Sweden? Oh, time is irrelevant, isn't it? Cheers, dear friends. Much love to you. If you'd like to join me at the CIA, their website and I think their YouTube channels at various sites in about 20 minutes, you're welcome to do that. And I will do the same routine, astrology first, and then the messages, because I like to give that to you folks. Have a beautiful night, a great, productive, many blessings, and love you all. Bye-bye.